Welcome. You're tuning in to Environmental News. Today's breaking news: many studies have found that climate change is caused by humans.
Climate change before wasn't caused by humans, so climate change now isn't caused by humans either.
Climate change occurs naturally, and it always has, and it will continue to do so. However, what makes it different today is the unprecedented rate of change caused by humans.
Yes, climate change does happen naturally. It's been happening for the past 50 million years when the Arctic Circle was tropical, so the temps were way higher than they are today. So CO2 has been fluctuating in the atmosphere. It's all normal and part of the Earth's natural course.
That doesn't explain why CO2 levels have increased to about 90% since 1970, and according to the EPA, emissions from fossil fuel combustion and industrial processes have contributed to about 78% of the total greenhouse gas emissions from 1970 to 2011.
Yes, but how do you explain the Earth's orbit? The Earth's orbit wobbles as the Sun, Moon, and other planets change their relative positions, called the Milankovitch cycles, causing the amount of sunlight to vary at different latitudes, approximately changing the Earth's temperature by up to 6 degrees Celsius.
Well, Milankovitch cycles can't explain all the climate change that has occurred over the last 2.5 million years. According to NASA, Milankovitch cycles occur over long timescales, ranging from tens to thousands to hundreds of thousands of years. In contrast, Earth's current warming has taken place over timescales of decades to centuries. Over the last 150 years, Milankovitch cycles have not increased the amount of energy absorbed by the Earth very much. In fact, according to NASA, satellite observations have found that over the last 40 years, solar radiation has decreased somewhat. Milankovitch cycles are just one factor that may contribute to climate change, both past and present.
Another factor that contributes naturally to climate change is sunlight. The main source of ocean heat is sunlight. Additionally, clouds and water vapor emit heat that they've absorbed, and some of that heat energy enters the ocean. Via the climate waves, tides, and currents constantly mix in the ocean, moving heat from warmer to cooler latitudes, and even into deeper levels.
Well, according to the NOAA, the ocean heat content is going up by a lot, which indicates that there must be an external change in the radiation budget of the Earth, meaning more energy is going in than leaving. And this can happen in many ways. If the sun were brighter, we would see warming all throughout the atmosphere, but we don't see this. Instead, we see warming on the surface and cooling in the stratosphere and mesosphere, which indicates greenhouse gas emissions.
That's all we have for you today. Thanks for tuning in.